They say you have to break a few eggs to make an omelette. And well, we're kind of in a world of broken eggs at the moment. Our farm in Portugal has seen huge change these last few weeks as we've demolished a building that was once our home. It's time to make way for the new, with our dream of building a traditional stone house from scratch now within touching distance.
It is, man.
But before we do that, we've got to clear the decks. Hit reset, if you like. House is gone. It's gone! After a demolition of that size, things need to be reconnected, cleaned, recovered, and replanted. There's never a dull moment out here, and if you're not already subscribed, then please hit that big red button. It's completely free and it'll make following our journey, this build of a lifetime, so much easier.
We are going to build the most beautiful big stone house in this exact location.
So Joao's just going to go and ask the digger driver, I don't know his name, whether we can get that orange tree up. I really want it out of the ground as soon as possible before it gets damaged, you know. Somewhere over next to the orange tree. I just picked it up and put it here.
Oh, yeah. Wow, look at that root ball, man.
Beautiful.
Where's he going to put it?
Just here for now.
Okay.
Later.
God, it's amazing. From the minute they got here, my hair looks an absolute state. But anyway, it's like covered in dust. We're going to need a jolly good shower at the end of today. But it's amazing. From the minute they got here this morning, they just haven't stopped. Bang, bang, bang. The house is gone. It's gone. There's nothing left except a pile of rubble, which now gets taken away. And it's like it was never here. Look at that. Look, it looks so weird. It's just our little stone house. It looks so weird. But it feels great. It feels really, really great.
So we decided that that lovely little orange tree, looks little now, it was massive yesterday, is going to go here next to the stone table because we've got planted down here a lime, a lemon, a grapefruit, and then we'll have an orange. So it'll be like a citrus corner, which is really cool because this is where we're going to put our outdoor kitchen with pizza oven and barbecue. And we'll have all of our, you know, cooking pizza. Come and pluck an orange for your Aperol spritz, a lime for someone's gin and tonic, make it all over here. We sit at the stone table, everybody's happy.
Perfect, yeah,
And
perfect.
then wander up those steps to our nice big house.
Yeah, I'm pleased that they dug that orange tree up today. I was worried they were going to leave it and it would get broken.
Yeah,
So
me too. They need to plant it, and we also really need to decide what the heck we're doing with that wisteria.
yeah, well,
We can't
wherever
leave
it
just
goes,
sitting like that.
it'll go up a tree, won't it?
Yeah.
You know, maybe Joao and I do it tomorrow or the weekend. We dig a big hole ourselves with some budzers. The ground's quite soft. We could put it over the terrace, the decking.
I kind of want it with the house, you know? It was on our house. I want it on the house.
Okay, here we go. Time to move the orange tree. I'm so excited because I know it's going to do really well in its new location. The old location, of course, around the back here, right behind a big wall, never got any sunshine, pretty miserable place for an orange tree. So we're going to move it down to the lawn area next to the stone table, give it plenty of water, loads of organic compost and lots of sun. So hopefully next year, maybe next year, year after, we're going to get some lovely oranges from it. And you know, as you guys all know, one of the ideas that we've got for this farm is to plant fruit trees and berry bushes all over the farm so that when the boys are just wandering around, if they get a bit peckish, there it goes. they can just, you know, pick a piece of fruit. Off we go. Off we go. What's the matter, buddy? He's taking the orange tree with him. Look, we're going to go and plant it in a nice sunny spot so that we can get even more oranges next year. So a project for the future will be to build down here our outside kitchen. We started it last year over there, and as the project sort of evolved, we've actually realised that's a daft place to put an outside kitchen. Next to the stone table that we moved, that's the place where we want the kitchen. So eventually we're going to build something up against that rock there. But for now, the tree is going where that bucket is upside down. There it is. Orange tree. Deer plant would be proud of that one, wouldn't they? Look at that. Love it. You know, it's plants like that, it's trees like that that really begin to create a garden. Now that we've got that orange tree in place and we've got all these ideas for what it can be, of course we can start planting around that, and then that's another part of the garden that becomes even bigger and even more fun. You know, we've got the table here. Maybe now, instead of it just being dirt next year, we'll plant a bit more grass up to here, and then maybe around the bottom of the orange tree we start planting some really heavily scented flowers up along the side of the hedge that we've got there, and suddenly the lawn area starts to come across bit by bit. Then we're going to build those staircase up the side of Robinson's Rock to the veranda. It's going to look fab, isn't it?
Now you just stretch it out like this. You just stretch. That's it, boys. Well done.
Trying a pizza.
That's it.
Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Boys, come on.
How is it?
It actually looks all right, doesn't it?
So I crack it with a knife.
Yeah.
12 minutes next time. What do you think?
Let's do that. Pizza. I like.
Oh wow, Sawyer, gosh. Just rescue that, shall we? It's a really exciting time of year at the moment for some of the brands that we work with. One of the massive perks of this job is getting to work with incredible brands, and some of them have truly changed our lives.
One of those, and one of my personal favourites, is water drop. And I really, really hope that if you guys are in the market for water filters or for water solutions, that you'll check out the links and the discounts in our description below, because now is 100% time to make the most of it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we're using those to upgrade our own systems in the house and remind you of some of our favourite filters in case there's something that could fit into your life. So we recently got our hands on the new G3P800 water drop under sink filter. It's a reverse osmosis filter. It takes up absolutely no space in our cupboard down here, and it takes out 99.9% of the things that you don't want in your water. Things like chlorine or dissolved solids, chemicals. One of the things that sometimes people comment on when we share our reverse osmosis system is the fact that it's taking the minerals out of the water as well. Well, we just got our hands on a remineralization filter. Super simple to install, and that puts all your minerals back in the water, but makes sure that all of those nasty chemicals are gone. Now remember, with the G3P800, there is a much faster water flow that comes out of this tap. And because this is so much quicker, I use it not only for drinking water, but I've now been able to kind of expand that to make sure that it includes filling the kettle, all of our cooking water, and also for the things like the chickens and the dog. You know, no one should really be drinking nasty chemicals. This over here is the A1 water dispenser. Perfect for a countertop in an office or in a guest house. We used this in the Stone House when this was our guest house, so that our guests could have clean drinking water, but also have hot water at the touch of a button. So this guy has a really nice big capacity water tank. So once you've filled it up, it's going to last you a good long while. It also has hot and cold water at the touch of a button. One of my favourite things about these desktop water drop filters is that they have a child lock function, which means that the boys can't come and pour themselves a scalding hot cup of water. Now, if this is a bit big for the space you've got, I've got just the answer. Come have a look at this. This is the core reverse osmosis water filter, and it is so much more compact. It's the perfect solution for us here in the tiny house. It means that we always have fresh, filtered water literally at the touch of a button. We've covered our drinking water and we've covered our household water, but what about the access that we have to our all house water? You know, things like showering or brushing our teeth. Well, we are just about to take delivery and install the 2-stage whole house water filter from Water Drop. It's an inline water system which is super easy to install, and it stops the pollutants before they get anywhere near your household water and your faucets. And that takes out things like iron and manganese, which are super detrimental to your health. And especially for us living in the Stone House, where we do have some old pipes that might have a bit of rust and a bit of dirt in them, having something like this 2-stage filter installed that then makes sure that all of the water that we access within the house is safe and filtered is going to make the world of difference to my peace of mind. So make the most of these epic Black Friday deals from Water Drop. Use the unique links in our description below, and it'll take you off to Water Drop's website, where you'll be able to check out all of these different products. And if we can answer any questions at all, please drop them in the comments below. And remember that even just by clicking on the links, you massively help to support our channel and our little family, and for that we are eternally grateful.
All right, that's better. Good morning, everybody. It is the day after the day before. Only the day before was pretty monumental. For now though, we've got a bit of a cleanup mission going on. So we've got this wonderful wisteria here that's already been cut back once when we demolished the first house here, and now it's been dug up now, and it's going to need to be cut back again, and we're going to be looking to put it in a hole where it spends the rest of its days. Joao is around the side of the house. I'm a little bit out of puff. We've both been digging a hole that we hope will be big enough. But first of all, before we move it, I'm going to give it a good hard prune, just like we did with the orange tree. This is a wisteria that basically was left for 20 years without any pruning, without anybody looking after it. It just did what it wanted. So I'm going to take away this one here, and I think that'll be a really good start. I'm confident that the wisteria, because of the way we pruned it the first time, I'm confident this wisteria will do really well, even though it's going to be having a bit of a hard time this winter. But, you know, we couldn't have chosen really a better time to be demolishing a house. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, a little bit of drizzle, and it kind of settled the dust for us for the plants that we're trying to move around, because, well, they don't have to worry about a long dry summer ahead. So hopefully we're going to be fine. Right, where did I put the clippers? Oh, it's going to leave some nice ends there. I am going to cut it back quite hard, I think, because we want to make sure that we give it every chance to sprout and grow. That is a big root ball as well. The wheelbarrow. Can you lift it?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Not really, but okay. Hang on.
Careful.
Yeah. Okay. I think it might break the wheelbarrow, but that's okay. How's that?
Can you go around it?
Yeah, we do. Which way? No, I push. You balance.
It's a big one.
That's it. That's it. Okay, wait.
Jeez, like, guys.
I see us leaning out of the bedroom window next summer
Yeah.
with wisteria.
Love it.
What do you think?
Yeah, I love it.
And eventually I think this gate post, these gates will move to the top of the farm.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to train this wisteria to kind of grow over the gap
Yeah.
between the house we're building
And then go on to the
and
house
then go
as
on
well.
to the house.
Nice.
So for everybody talking about the roots of the wisteria destroying the foundations, no chance here. The foundations of this stone house is one big granite rock. All of these houses are built on huge granite rocks, so no problem there. It does mean that we can put this beautiful ancient piece of history that belongs to this farm into a hole next to a house that we quite like living in. Let's do it, Joel. Enough waffling. Let's bring it round like this. Twisting it, twisting it. I tell you what, for a skinny dude, he's a strong man. All right. Whoa. Hang on, Joel. This is glasses off time. Are we going to be able to?
You want the big hand?
Can you lift that up there for me, Joel? Oh, should have put it there first. No, that's just going to break. I want it to a twist. Oh, hang on. I'm going to need a second breakfast in a minute. You kind of start off doing something like this with the ambition to do it as lightly, as gently as possible for the plant. Okay, Joel, let's do it. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Good work. That was a satisfying thump.
All right, what that means is that these have got to come off, I think. We'll cut these low.
Oof, love. No, darling, there's nothing left.
That's right.
Oi, oi, oi. Okay, you're braver than I am.
Just finished getting that vertical.
Ready for put soil.
I am almost 100%. We've got that down.
Okay.
Oh, it's only time because we had a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost 100% that will be thriving this time next year. Glasses are fogged up. Brilliant. Don't have to do anything with my hair anymore. For now, I think we leave the hole open, Joelle, for now. I'll go to the local merchant, I'll get some of those compost pellets, and we'll stick a whole sack of compost pellets down there. Lots of nutrients, throw a few buckets of water in, cover it up, and wait a year or two until I can prove all you guys wrong in the comments. All right, whichever way you're swinging. So it's a whole bunch of that. Smelly, isn't it? Hey? It's like chicken poo, yeah. You remember when Claudio from Deer Plant came and he put loads of fertilizer all around that olive tree.
This makes a big and strong house.
Yeah, it does, yeah, you're quite right.
Makes it really itchy.
Make you itchy. Mum's going to be really happy when she smells your hands. Pwah.
That stinks. I can get that for you.
Okay, go on then.
No, let's get that on.
All right. You got it? This stuff is great. It's €6, literally €6 for a sack. Organic compost in pellet form. Is that it? We finished. We'll save that for somewhere else, shall we? Why don't we go and put that on the orange tree?
Yeah, great idea.
Great idea. Right, fill this in first.
Oh man, it is the most beautiful, beautiful morning. I can't even, like, it's just after the weeks we've had of rain and cyclones and demolitions, to wake up to one of these days which is just crisp and clear. It's not too cold, but there is a bit of a chill in the air. The sky is blue with this like spattering of clouds. The birds are singing. The sun is warm. Oh, it is just glorious. It's the perfect antidote to the chaos of the last few days. Anyway, I have got lots of jobs to do today. You know, it's a day of kind of resetting, making sure everything is working as it should be, reconnecting things that had to be disconnected, and just checking on general goings on around the farm. So my first job is to clean the chicken coop and make sure the chooks are all good and taken care of. I then need to head down to the bees, give them some sugar syrup to one of the hives that Diogo and I checked a while ago that wasn't doing too well. And make sure they're doing okay, and also make sure that those harps are working to keep those blinking hornets away. So yeah, there's plenty to be getting on with. I also really wanted to share this with you all today because there's a few of you who've been commenting saying we haven't seen the chickens for ages, how are the chickens? And also I think missing a little bit of sort of just general homestead life. You know, we've been really focused on renovating that stone house and getting everything kind of ready for us to move in, and then of course the focus shifted to getting rid of the big house, and the focus shifted to that. And now here we are resetting and kind of moving forward in the new chapter. I thought it'd be fun just to kind of take you around and remind you what the place looks like. There goes Obi to rescue his little men.
Look, all the chickens out. And you can lift the gate up. And you can use the excavator.
Right, come on then.
For you guys for tomorrow.
giant pile of grass we collected from all over the farm, kind of at the end of the spring. We did a huge lot of strimming, collected it all and brought it here to keep our chicken coop going for the year. And it's been perfect. We've had it covered with black plastic and it hasn't caused any problems. But sadly, during the cyclone, the wind lifted the plastic and it got completely soaked, and I can see the top of it is a bit moldy.
So I'm going to lift that off and chuck it away. And then I just want to open this pile and let it breathe a bit today because we've got such lovely sunshine. And see if we can dry it out a bit because it's such a saving grace to have all of this grass. Look at it, it's loads. To not have to then buy hay or worry about bedding for the chickens. This is all free.
You break that window, you're gonna get a big fly. Everyone's gonna say, no! Don't go in here, Mom. Yeah. Stinks.
Stinks, hey.
Yeah.
Should we clean it?
Yeah. That's not donkey poo, that's
It's just been a mental few weeks. So, goodness me, these chickens have made a lot of poo. Careful. You might be wondering, by the way, why I'm not putting that in the compost and I'm throwing it over the edge of the farm. The reason is because of the dog. You put it in the compost and the dog spends the next 5 hours in there eating chicken poo, and then he comes and licks my children. And it's all just a little bit disgusting. So rather than doing that, I throw it over the edge where he can't get to it. We don't have to have a dog that's been eating piles of chicken poo. Now we got to go and clean the run. We give the chickens all of our kitchen scraps and they love it. It does make it pretty messy in there, so I just want to rake up what's left over. What's she doing? She's so big now. Our little chick is massive now.
Good morning, you lot. How are we doing, everybody? Do you want to come out? So, Obi and the chickens is a pretty interesting relationship. He basically spends a lot of his day, well, he actually doesn't, but if he does come up here, he spends his time running round and round the chicken coop. And he has made a path, like a racehorse would run a racetrack, around the edge of the chicken run. When they're out and they're just roaming about, he just ignores them. Like, he totally is disinterested. But when they're in the coop and he can do this and kind of spin round them, he gets himself in a right state. Look, off he goes.
For supper.
Well done, my boy. I was waiting to see if those were going to get a little bit bigger. They look good, though. Maybe we could have them in a salad today. What do you think?
Yeah, and I can eat some on a down stone table.
Okay, that's a great idea. What you got, Sawyer?
Carrot.
A carrot? Do you not want to wash it first? I think so. Hey, it'd be better. Good.
Good, Mom. This is good, Mom. This only is not good.
Good work.